In an instance of breaking news, hoes are mad again, and this time it's
Demi Lovato.
That's right, the singer Demi Lovato releasing her song called Swine, and it is just as degenerate as you thought it was going to be.
Let's go. Tell her how it is and make a phone for the softman. This is how I live till they end up in my coffin.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Red Top Report. I'm your host, Joe Enders, and today we're going to be talking about the newest degenerate song that was recently released by pop singer Demi Lovato. And we're talking about Swine. And I haven't heard the song yet. Ronan's going to have us listen to it for the first time. Ronan, is this bad?
It's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you.
Is it? All right, let's see. I hear there's like anti-Catholic content, so a little bit in there. And it's really just about like, I want abortions and I want to kill babies because I'm a crazy sex fiend or something.
That is exactly what it is. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, cool. I guess let's just get into it. Why is she dressed like Little Red Riding Hood? Is that? Oh, those are Catholic priests. Oh. Turning like emo or something. Kind of heavy. Wait, pause it. Dude, I was not expecting. That's like a hard rock song, dude. What? Does she do that? Is that like her thing? I thought she was like into like pop songs that were all like about dumb girl stuff.
I don't listen to Demi Lovato.
I
honestly couldn't tell you, but I wasn't expecting that when I
all I know about Demi Lovato is she used to have a massive gap in her teeth. Remember that? Like when she was like younger and on TV, like she had like a big gap in her teeth.
I just remember she was like, I'm bi and now I'm not, and can't decide if she's a what.
Oh yeah. She said that she went back to using she, her pronouns because she says it was too hard to explain to people. Yeah, welcome to reality, Demi. Nobody wants to deal with your psychosis. Nobody wants to deal with it, and nobody has to deal with it. So I think at this point, we're kind of getting the scene set. We have a setting here. It's like an Inquisition style setting, and you have your Inquisition. I love how there's like, we're going to say it's Catholic priests without actually saying it's Catholic priests. I mean, look at these guys. They're dressed in all black suits. There's only one thing missing, and that's the Roman collar, which they just replaced with blue ties to say, oh, no, we don't want you to say we're anti-Catholic. Yeah, that's right, guys. You should be afraid of our reaction to things. I'm glad you're trying to cover for yourselves. We'll still see through it, though. We'll still see through it. All right, what else do we got?
I guess I gotta be a mother. But I think I've done one thing, the government knows my body. No, it's okay, it's better this way. I'm only a carbon copy. Even if I'm dying, they'll still try to stop me. Do we even hear ourselves? Life, my voice, my rights, my
Pause. This is like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like really like the song itself. Like, I look, if the music's good, the music's good. I've always been that type of guy. If I like the music, the message is almost always terrible in songs, guys. It's almost always terrible in songs. If the music is good, the music is good. The music is like, it's like, okay, like for a rock song. I listen to a lot of metal, guys. I listen to rock. I listen to that genre. That's kind of like what I'm into. But the rock is like, and then the sing, it's like bad. And like, she's supposed to like one of the best singers in the industry, right? Like she sounds terrible. It just all sounds bad. And I'm being objective when I say that. I would say it was good if it was good. I promise you. Sounds like a protest chant. Pause that. Can we go back a little bit? I want to pause it on that picture of that scene right there. That's interesting. That's the Last Supper. She's blaspheming the Last Supper right there. Put the Last Supper up right over it right now. Yeah, dude. Come on. This is purely meant to be blasphemous. That's the whole point. They're blaspheming the Last Supper while they're talking about abortion. And they even have grapes on the table, like wine, like It's very clearly a reference to the Last Supper. Okay, continue.
Your holy Bible is settling banned. Do you understand? That isn't the sound entitled. It's your book, but it's my survival. We gotta grow, we gotta raise them, we gotta feed and bathe them. And if you want, they call you a witch to murder the stake and Salem. But by now they changed from wins to waiting. These my life, my voice.
Oh no, she's okay. So she's walking into hell after that. That's symbolic of ha ha ha. I'm gonna walk into the flames. Okay, idiot. Enjoy that. So now we have the lyrics too, and you can put them up as I go along here. Yeah, this is no good. There's a lot of problems I have with it. So this is the first verse of the song. She says, "God forbid I want to suck whatever the F I wanna. God forbid I want to F whoever the F I want. And if he," I guess the word would be ejaculation, whatever, "I guess I gotta be a mother. F what I think. I don't know a thing. The government knows my body. No, it's okay. It's better this way. I'm only a carbon copy. Even if I'm dying, they'll still try to stop me." Okay, so there's a bunch of different problems with this. The first one of all is like the first two lines tell you, yeah, that's what this is really about. I just want to sleep around and get consequence-free orgasms. Well, welcome to nature, Demi. Welcome to nature. Yeah, that's not how sex is supposed to work. And this is one of those things where it's like, I don't really care how you feel about my religion. I don't care if you find my religion oppressive. Whether you find it oppressive or not does not change the fact that it's liberating. Does not change the fact that you're being liberated from sin by being forced not to kill another human being in the womb. And guess what? You'll become better for it, whether you like it or not, whether you put on your stupid little demon suit like she had on before. That was clearly the whole point. Catholic Church is, this black institutionalized thing with their verdict about, who Demi Lovato is. And then she's the rebel dressed in red. Obviously, that's Satan rebelling against God. That's the video symbolism here. But then she goes on to think, she goes on to say in that first verse that the government knows my body. It doesn't need to know your body. It needs to know that the baby inside of you is a body. Very simple question. If that is a body that is also united with the soul, as we were saying in the last episode, it's in the Declaration of Independence. It doesn't say we're all born equal. It says we're all created equal. And when are we created and getting our unique DNA? That is at conception. Life begins at conception. Doesn't matter if you're conscious. Doesn't matter if you're unconscious. It's completely irrelevant. You are a human being. Therefore, you are created equal to somebody that's 80 years old, somebody that's 40 years old, someone that's 12 years old, someone that's 3 years old. And that's the end of the discussion when it comes to inalienable rights, which included in the Declaration of Independence, which is not law, but it is the statement of this country's moral philosophy that all men are created equal and you have an inalienable right to life. I'd really like to see that a little bit more fleshed out in the court systems in this country, but I doubt it's going to happen. It says, even if I'm dying, they'll still try to stop me. So what she's talking about is probably these like arguments that pro-aborts will make where it's like, there's ectopic pregnancies. There's all these sorts of things that the mother is going to die and the baby's going to die. So you're going to force her to give birth and get killed and die and know that. No, what you do when there's an ectopic pregnancy is you remove the baby from the womb, through surgery, through whatever you need to do to remove that pregnancy to save the mother's life. And then you just, you try to save the baby too after it's out. But if it dies, it dies. You don't let the baby kill the mother. This is funny because this is how it was all done before Roe v. Wade too. There's nothing immoral about that. As long as they try to save the baby and the baby dies because they removed it, they didn't kill the baby. The abortion is the termination of unborn life. It's a willful act. It's a killing. I mean, this is like textbook pro-life stuff that she's trying to refute here. And then once again, it has nothing to do with your body. If you got an ectopic pregnancy, guess what? Get the baby out of your body. You should. You don't want to die. Any of those things. You don't want that to happen. So you take the baby out of the body and you tell the doctors, do what you can to save my baby. Don't say, all right, the baby's out, so let's drive a needle into the back of its head and put it to sleep like we're in the Matrix. And even then, they're still alive in the Matrix, but you get my point. They're just killing the baby, and there's no killing of the baby. So major difference here. No, so she goes into the pre-chorus, which says, do we even hear ourselves right now? Yeah, I hear myself quite clearly. You can't get an abortion. Shut up. She says, my life, my voice, my rights, my choice. It's mine. This is the protest chant part of the song. Really stupid. I mean, it's mine or I'm just swine. All right, well, I guess you're Miss Piggy then. I guess you're Miss Piggy then.
I am Miss Piggy.
I guess you're Miss Piggy. All right, it says, my blood, my loins. Is a baby your loins? Like this is like this area is your loins. This area is your loins. The person residing within your loins is not part of your loins. This is all, she's using biblical language there too. Loins is a very biblical term for your genital area in scripture. My lungs, my noise, I'm going to yell and scream like we were saying at the beginning of the video. It's mine or I'm just swine. Okay, good. So we're done with that. Now we go on to the second verse. Picture your faith, imagine your God, and even your holy Bible is suddenly banned. Do you understand? So she's trying to equate the restriction of freedom of religion with us restricting a woman's body, which by which she means the independent body of the baby with a unique DNA that just so happens to be attached to the mother in the womb. And it all goes back to this. The choice on whether to get pregnant or not happens when you do the first two lines of this song, Demi. That's the thing that people are missing. It's the orgasm. You want an orgasm, but you don't want the consequences for it. Guess what? If abortion is banned, there's 100% surefire way for you not to get pregnant. Keep them closed. Seriously, it's that simple. And if you do get pregnant on that off chance, Ronan, seriously, it's not that hard. The decision to get pregnant happens when you choose to have sex.
Pig.
No doubt. No doubt. Like I said, look, she is a human being. She deserves human dignity, Demi Lovato. But like I said, if you choose to say, I guess I'm swine, well, then I guess you're swine. I guess you feel that you're an animal, a dirty animal that rolls around in crap and mud. If that's what you want to be as yourself, then you're going to be that as yourself. And that's it. There's not much we can do for you. Moving forward, she goes on to say, oh, wait, and I'm sorry, let me actually clarify this. So she says, so how is that equal to the Bible? So you're killing another person. She says, picture your faith, imagine your God, and even your holy Bible is suddenly banned. Do you now understand? No, I don't understand, because there's no instance in which my religion actually advocates murdering an innocent human life. It actually condemns it. All we're doing is protecting the moral groundworks of our civilization. That's Western civilization. So I really don't see how this is even comparable. And it's not comparable. She knows it's not comparable, but whoever her handlers are, they're the ones putting these words in her mouth most likely. And if she does actually believe it, it's because she was brainwashed by those handlers. She started out like a Baptist Protestant or something. Anyway, she says, now doesn't that sound entitled? It's your book, but it's my survival. Oh, you gotta have sex all the time without any consequences, or you're gonna die. That's where we're at? Is that where we're at?
That's where Demi Lovato's at.
That's where she's at right now. It's not your survival. It's your emotional whims and your desire to act like a harlot. And you don't have to. You're so much better than that. You're worth so much more, Demi. Don't do it. Okay, she says, we got to grow them, we got to raise them, we got to feed and bathe them, and if you don't, they'll call you a witch to burn at the stake in Salem. I'm okay with, I'm okay with capital punishment for murderers. Now, obviously, I get it. I get there's going to be some nuance there that everybody's going to hate me for. But anyways, I would make that statement. So it's like, no, I'm not going to burn you for being a witch. I think it was Augustine that said, no, we don't need to burn witches because witches don't exist or something like that. Now, I don't agree with that. I think witches do exist. There is black magic. There is all sorts of other things. But this was an interesting segment. So at Salem, thought by now they'd change, but we're still waiting. And guess what? You're going to keep waiting because we're not going to stop. We're out here restricting the murder that you do with your body. That's right. We're restricting bodies. We're restricting your body from using or employing a doctor to use their body on top of that. Either you killing it with your body or a doctor killing it with his body. That's right. Restricting bodies 100%. And we're going to keep doing it because you're not allowed to kill children. We're never going to allow it. It's never going to be acceptable. And then here's our pre-chorus again.
Give these MFers hell.
Boy, listening to that song was hell. So, I mean, she at least got one part of the song, right? My life, my choice, blah, 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 blah. That whole chorus again where she's making protest noises. Undercompensated. Here's our bridge. Undercompensated. Too domesticated. The F. Underestimated. Overregulated. The F. Undercelebrated. Hate dominated. The F. We're infuriated. Got us activated. Get up. Ever dedicated, newly motivated. It's like the devil's like, let's rile up all the demons in hell and let's get them out there to fight for baby killing. Let's get them out there to fight for baby killing. All right. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, you sound like an idiot, but if that's your prerogative, I mean, great. Sell your soul to Satan. Have fun in hell. We also then have the chorus again, and that's basically just the end of the song. Last lines, it's mine or I'm just swine. So I think the initial thoughts are consequence-free orgasm or I'm going to die. That's basically the message of the song. Very stupidly written. The song didn't sound good. Her singing was less good than it normally is in like her, stupid bubblegum pop songs. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's really all I got to say about this song. It sucked. And, the video was very symbolic, very blasphemous, very anti-Catholic. And I do like to see though how Hollywood's trying. It's like, we're not going to take it that extra step. We're not going to give them Roman collars and just make them priests.
Did it also just seem like low budget to you? Like that was so simple for like a big Hollywood production.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, there was some interesting scenes in there and stuff. The way that they like mirrored the Last Supper to try to blaspheme and stuff, like that was all like creative set making and stuff like that. There was a few sets. I can't imagine. It's not a cheap set. It wasn't cheap.
It's not cheap, but I'm saying, I mean, there was like what 3 locations of the entire thing, like that. I mean,
four because they had the burning building as well. Where she was walking into hell at the end.
Well, that's why it was 3.
Was that the third one, or was it just the Last Supper? The area. The other area, the courtyard or whatever the heck it was.
Courtyard, Last Supper, and then burning at the end. I thought
there was one more.
There might have been one. Say there was one more, there was still 4. Like that's still like pretty. I mean, we're talking like multi-million-dollar Hollywood budget. That seems pretty.
I mean, that's just one of those things. Look, that's a protest song to like rile up the left. They all know that like, is this the one that's going to be playing on the radio, and is this the one that's going to be getting millions of hits and this, that, and the other? No, it's probably like a middle song on the album, but they gave it a video because somebody was like, oh, we really got to promote this. This is really important that we protect women's rights. It's like, no, we're not protecting women's rights. We're not protecting women's rights, especially not the right to kill people. Good grief. All right, guys. Well, I think that's all we got for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and click that notifications bell. Click the notification bell, hit all so you always know when we are dropping new content. That's right, guys. And not only that, you need to give us your money.
Oh, yeah. It's paper. Meaningless paper.
And you can give us your money by going to buymeacoffee.com. You can do a single donation, or you can do a monthly Joe for Joe for only $5 a month. Links in the description right below the video. Just give that a click, guys. And with that said, that's all we got for this episode. Demi, repent!